Oh, hello. Sorry, didn't see the dodge. I only... Yep, okay. Gonna re-roll that for the absolute... Yep, okay, cool.
Ooh!
Oh, I
Ooh!
I didn't see the dodge!
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to the commentary box.
Hello, hello.
Nice to be here.
To our few viewers, it is Kemri versus Elven Union. I'ma try punch.
I'm gonna try and not be punched, which is challenging.
Your strength up player is interesting.
Yeah, you're trying to work out how to deal with him. It's gonna be an interesting thing to see.
So, who is kicking off and who is perceiving, and do we have any fun extras in play today?
No inducements. The elves are defending, and the Kemri are receiving. So therefore, the Kemri are getting the ball first. Kemri got the choice, and so I chose to receive the ball first, because I feel like I'm likely to remove elven players, and therefore removing players before they get the chance to attack seems good to me. But it does mean I have to attack into a full team.
Yes, picking the drive option to try and grind a bit more is not a bad call.
So my strategy for this half is punch hard, score late.
Mm-hmm.
Punch hard, punch often.
Yes.
My strategy will be improvise. Maybe if I can. If I can be hopeful. Get hold of the ball and run.
Every strategy is improvise. No plan ever goes how you want it.
The dice
think-
will not like you.
I think there's a famous phrase which is strategy only lasts to first contact with the Tomb Guardian.
Yes, who is that? I mean, the Tomb Guardian bit, no, but
Is it a Sun Tzu thing, or is it?
That might be a Sun Tzu.
It feels like, it might be like like that could well be misappropriated, but it feels at least reasonably possible. Oh, and you've got Tomb Guardian with block as well.
I do. They rolled a double. It was fantastic. I'm very happy with that.
So, Elven Union on the line have put level 2 Lyman Diamond Dog, World Salah, and Rebel the Blitzer. Skills will have been shown to those watching from home.
Doing your heavy right and feeling heavy right. You have done the correct thing and not put your characters on the line, but in the chance that I get a kickoff table that allows me to move closer, I think I'm going to heavily target your Agi Plus player.
He is a beast if he can get hold of things. He's a lovely little piece. That where do we want it?
That is the starting lineups confirmed. We are waiting for the kicker to drop the ball, and then we will be off.
We have had a lot of viewers join quickly. Hello, everybody! Oh, I'll take an extra reroll. I am happy with that. That's a very middle ball. Okay.
That's kind of. I think that could be good for me.
That is an interesting placement.
It is easier for you to steal, but far easier for me to protect.
That's fair. Depends on your choice, I guess.
I need a going for it there, so we're going to mark here. And we're going to mark here. That should make the ball very difficult for you to achieve if I fail to pick it up, or rather, when I fail to pick it
No confidence. You got 4 rerolls this half.
I do, but my
But they're going to be used up very quickly by unfavorable block dice. Just you wait.
yeah. The other thing is that I don't actually need rerolls for picking up the ball because
You've got your sure hands going, haven't
I
you?
do have short hands, and I should be using the throw rod to try and pick up the ball, and then probably not handing it off to anyone else.
Ironically called throw ras when all they want to do is pick up the ball and hold on to it.
Yeah, they're pick up bras. They are very much pick up bras. We're going to go around and place this character here to mark up. That gives us a 1 dice.
Really, they should drop the. They should drop the path. Possibly give them dodge, make them a tiny bit more expensive, and call them run rars.
I would say if you're going to give them anything, give them big hand.
Ooh, big hand's good shout.
What's
Because
big
it
hand
helps.
do? I don't know if I've seen
+1 on pickups and some other things. It's a mutation, but it doesn't affect other parts of the gameplay. So you make throw rars very good at picking up the ball and not really other things. I think I'm in the position to just start wailing. Ball is marked, pickup player is chosen. I can't get a 2 dice on your Agi 5.
It's not raining. Always
It's
an
not
important
raining,
consideration.
which is really important. So we're going to go block v block on a 2 dice. That works. That's a POW.
That's a
Thank you
POW.
very much. We are very much following that up because we want to be in contact with the elves.
Strong start.
We're going to go
Dislike.
with 2 dice again. That's another knockdown on your 4 strength character. Do we get an armor break? No,
No.
that's a shame. We go for the double block opportunity on that one. I'm seeing all POWs. Oh, you have sidestep. I did not notice that. And block. That was my mistake. I should probably not have thrown that block, but it worked out.
Let's try going big.
Oh, that's bold.
That is very bold.
I feel like I could afford to be bold now, and if it pays off, I can do very well with it.
Given that, I am going to put extra tackle zones in play. Yeah, I don't have a 2 dice blitz against the Agi 5 player. That is annoying. It is a blitzer as well. Jesus, Agi 5 on a blitzer. That's going to be troubling. That needs to die.
Yeah, so
I believe he is the scariest, like in terms of team value. I think he's like 150k or something.
I mean, he's the scariest player because he's block, sidestep, Agi 5. That's a cage breaker if I ever saw one. I have less than a minute, so I'm going to mark up. Given I cannot 2 dice block the 5 Agi player, we're just going to try and take out a lineman.
Yes, Genie is a bit of a star player for the Elven Union. Ooh, lucky fool with block. Blitz are always a good choice for that.
That's why you blitz with the block character.
And Mighty Blow getting a bit of a CN2 there.
Just a touch. Mark up players, and then we take the failure action because everything else is done.
Ooh.
Holy hell, we have the ball!
Now I'm honestly very scared.
That was a long turn for me. I normally don't take that long.
Camry getting into a strong T formation, ready to begin a bulldozer drive up the field.
When you have strength 5 players, yeah, it's necessary.
And at least for the meantime, seems to be picking mid of the pitch to do the drive.
Start with the middle, then you can go either side if you need. That was a lot of dice.
I know. I'm just taking a look at some options because I'm in a unpleasant situation already.
As the chat can't see, the Elven Union coach Lord Loss is checking ways to get close to the ball carrier with multiple dodges, as low as 33%.
It wasn't a good option, I admit.
No,
Woof.
but worth checking. One of the things I would absolutely recommend to new players is checking the stats on moves, just being very careful with your mouse clicks.
That's fair.
But as you can see, I have layered tackle zones around the ball.
I have, for the purposes of those watching at home, I have selected one of the Elven Union players. So what you're seeing is the tackle zones from Lord Loss's point of view.
Take that to start with.
So each one of those numbers represents the minus that it would be onto the dice roll for it to do a successful action within one of those squares.
Usually agi.
-1 is
Oh, first up.
annoying. Ooh!
First block of the game.
Block dice betraying the Elven Union there.
Into a double push, which I will take.
Not my favourite, but could have been worse. Let's stand some people up, because you are likely to try and foul some of this lot.
One of the big things that must be going through Lord Loss's mind right now is whether they want to stand their players up, given that they are right in the danger zone.
As we are right at the beginning of the game, Lord Loss, and you are a very new player, I believe this is your 6th game total?
Against people? Yes, I think so. I've done a couple of AI games.
So I'm going to ask you, would you like me to play ruthlessly or well?
Whichever you prefer. I don't mind, really. I am still happy to just be learning and picking up things as I go, as organically as it needs to, as you feel comfortable doing. My only other remaining game is against Athel's Wood Elves after this, and so I'm not too bothered if you end up killing like 2 or 3 people.
Less than a minute, but in which case I'm going to lean toward ruthlessly.
Cool.
Oh, that is strong words from the Camry. We might see a lot of bloodshed before the end of this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Khemri, especially for an Elven team, 30-second warning.
Yep.
Are a tricky matchup due to strength, but a more tricky matchup if the coach decides to foul aggressively and well.
So, as an interesting note of conversation, obviously this is a couple editions behind, so the stats were very different back then. But Camry are actually currently the head on the NAF's board of in-person tournament winners.
Missed it.
With a 64% win chance.
Very interesting, given that Khemri are quite a low-tiered team, if I remember rightly.
I imagine it's going to be because of the multiple and severe nerfs to passing and agility teams that came with the latest board edition. Meant that all of the top spaces are taken by bash teams, and Khemri is one of the bashiest bash teams.
4 strength 5 players is very big.
And access to block, because all of the other high strength teams have no starting block.
I mean, block on up to 2 players that severely limits rerolls. I am going to have to take a difficult block here. It's 2 dice, but it's block v no block, and I'm really hoping... Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you have to take a little bit of hope.
You can take that.
That is a push block, and I will take that blocker away from us. At a moment's notice, we have a wall of Tomb Guardians and a straight narrow. Okay. Can I abuse the straight narrow? Probably. Not particularly worried about the skeleton on the side. It's 4 SPP, so an injury would be nice. But you cannot currently crowd surf.
No, I need to do something a little cheeky, and using a blitz on that seems bad.
Mark up your scoring threat. Let's... Do I break? Can I break reliably? Mildly?
We are at the
Let's...
beginning of turn 2, and Camry is currently deciding whether they go for their run. Or whether they bulldoze another square or two first.
We are lacking armor break.
You are. I've done quite well on those at least.
But you have gotten quite a lot of downs.
Downs... Yeah, downs are doing well. I've tried...
We got 5 elves in the floor.
Yeah, I've tried to be clever with my attacks rather than ruthlessly murdering. We have 4 rerolls. We can afford to go for it. This is where we fall over immediately. Nope, we're good. Not fantastic position, but it half weighs the risk between going for it and bulldozing. So now we just beat the out of this elf. Armor break!
Oh, there we go.
We have a
Ooh.
knockout on our first armor break. I'm also okay with a KO. Less players on the pitch makes my touchdown more likely.
Yes,
I'm
that is
ill.
a bulldozer giving way to a cage, I see there. Cage being one of the strongest normal ways of driving the ball forwards, though it is not perfect due to the Goblin King lying on the floor.
Indeed, and he'll be standing up presently, I think.
I mean, the ones I like being on the floor are World Seller and Diamond Dog.
Yeah, it'd be nicer if they could do some more things, but we'll see what we can get.
Is that Jean or Genie? Genie?
Genie, I think.
Repeat
Believe
that,
it's
please.
Genie.
Genie.
It
Okay.
is Gene.
Yeah, it's all the David Bowie references I could cram in.
I mean, you're the coach, so the name is said how you want it to be said.
That's fair.
Okay, stand up and no blitz. I was kind of hoping for that.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna make it a little bit too? I might be throwing too many people at this problem. Yeah, we'll see.
If the problem is not the ball, probably.
Ah, bless me.
Sean is down. Do not
Sean,
break
Smashing
armor.
Sean goes down. Does his armor break?
I really hope not. Sean is like my most valuable player. Nope, no armor break. Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, ignore my duck sneezes.
Sean is down with no blitz is the big thing. That Agi 5 player is entirely capable of blitzing the ball. Granted, it's a couple of more difficult than not dodges, but
it's fine.
I think it's a 1 dice as well.
It would be a 1 dice. It is a 2 plus dodge and then a 3 plus dodge for my current looking path dependent.
That's what I expect, yeah.
Yeah.
2 up, 3 up, 1 dice block. So,
I think we
doable.
And we're going for it.
It's
And-
working. Oh,
Just a push.
not worth re-rolling.
Yeah, it re-rolls into skull.
I'd have taken them both down, but
I have block.
Yeah.
Oh, you do as well. Jeez. Okay. Then if we want to
The very first skill I ever give a thrower, unless it rolls a double, is block, because they are the only player on my team that is even reasonably capable of picking up the ball. Good dodge. Yeah, come a bit closer. Movement 8 on the catcher means 1, 2.
just in range, I believe.
Yeah, you've got an extra square.
That's right.
You're one going for it on a touchdown on them.
We'll stick with there then.
There you go. That is no touch. That is no going for it. I probably shouldn't have told you that.
And we
I
are
appreciate the
now
honesty.
onto the top of turn 3. The Tubular Tombstone still holding all 4 of their rerolls.
This is already a tense game. I'm already worried about the scoring threat.
That's good. That's good. That's the point of them. Well, I guess the secondary point after being an actual scoring threat.
I have options for blocking though, because you have decided to stay close.
I do. I think I was better off tying things down, but
Elven Union
I-
keeping the ball pinned.
Let's punch some elves.
Camry's favourite pastime.
Let's go for the armor break we want and the least likely to fail first.
Anyone in the chat, feel free to post what you think Elves' favourite pastime is.
I think I take that. Stay on the ball.
Staying on the ball is good. Moving into a 3 dice block. Wait.
Is it 3?
Not yet.
Okay. If you have to do some other
Kasmakalaka.
heavy pals. Oh no!
Just to start.
Even so, not going to be a pleasant turn next turn without him up. Well, to be fair, he's just been standing up so far, but
You is here. For 1 dice? Yeah, that's a 1 dice. That's not great. Abuse the 5 strength players. That can only go next to the ball carrier, so if it does get a push, that's bad. This is currently a 2 dice. Is 2 dice better than 3? No. Do I risk doing blocks before that to attempt the 3? I don't think it helps. Especially considering one of those is a 1 dice. So
Gotta play with that math there.
oof.
There's the 2 dice, and it's good.
sidestep though.
Indeed. Gets me off the ball regardless. I think I'm going that away.
Oh, this is a difficult choice. The follow is safety. The stay is aggressive. We're going with the follow.
No
No.
armor break.
Was really hoping for an armor break there.
He does have the 8 as a blitzer originally. He's got a little bit more survivability, which is nice. You are building a very solid box as well.
I think the main concern that Murph might have is the fact it's not moving very far each turn.
Yeah, reroll is fair. I mean, bogging him down is good. I don't think I've got quite enough to bog him down enough. At least not at the rate he's currently going. Ooh.
Took the both down because I didn't really want to do anything else. And I was really hoping for an armor break there, given the double 7 armors, but neither of us broke armor.
No, it's been some very, very sticky armor. Sticky's the wrong word. Solid? Dependable?
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Sturdy.
Sturdy.
I need more elves leaving the pitch than this.
Yeah, so a lot of blocks have been had, but no injuries yet, and only 1 knockout.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels like turn 7.
I certainly understand that feeling from the coaches. This is going to be a long, grinding game.
I'm
Not
both.
if I can get the ball.
Yeah, all right.
However,
Do
that is a big challenge. So yeah.
do you remember, Lord Loss, that because you kicked to Murphy at the beginning of the first half, you automatically get it kicked back to you at the beginning of the second half?
Indeed, which gives me a much nicer position to be in, I think. The question will just be if I want to try and hold this up for so long.
Also, whenever someone scores, they defend.
Yes.
So that's why it's risky taking the offensive first, because if you score too quickly, the opponents get to attack you twice.
A big grind opportunity.
It is the Elven Union. It's the Elven Trap.
Yes.
You take the offense against the Elves. You grind a touchdown by turn 6. They get a quick one in response by turn 8, and then they're attacking you for the entire second half.
This game has the interesting perplexity that Elven Union are more suited to offense and defense, and Khemri are more suited to defense and offense. So for this first drive, both are playing at their weakness.
Khemri aren't necessarily suited more to defense, but they play very defensively.
Yes.
They can and will punch.
Have been. And
However,
a lot, but not tremendously effectively. At
What
least this
what
game.
what we're really seeing,
Let's try
having a look
this.
back at some of the dice logs, is the pain of lack of mighty blow on the Tomb Guardians. Ooh, good
yeah,
start.
nice block.
And we get.
Oh, what a
Now what?
throw raw too. I really don't want to lose those.
Ah.
No armor break though.
Good. We are having low armor break rolls this game.
Yes.
We are.
I like your
Korn
agi.
has definitely started looking the other way in this league, finally.
I like your agi 5 player being in heavy punch range.
There is that. I think he's safer. I think we're okay, but I am being optimistic potentially. Optimism has
Removing
paid off for a bit for me this league.
removing your 2 stat up players before the second half would be amazing for me.
This game is already bogging down quite heavily into a center field scrum.
Which is absolutely fine for the Khemri, because we outstrength the elves. Oh, the dodge is missed.
Ooh.
Are we re-rolling?
It's not the worst one in the world. 2 left. We're still quite early on in the half. I think I leave it. Yeah,
I'm
the armor break or just a
stunned.
stun?
A shame for me, but I'll take it.
They're in what feels like a reasonably awkward position, just lying on the floor there, for you to get around them. So it is very, very tightly knit, though. This.
Yes, with the lack of the improved leaping rules, it does give you a bit more to work around.
Yes, in Blood Bowl 2, you absolutely can create a wall of stunned bodies.
In Blood Bowl 3, and therefore the 2020 tabletop, all players can do an agility check to leap over downed players.
Specifically to counter the I'm going to try this because even if I'm down, I'll be in the way strategy.
Is that a big thing for teams that can sneak extra members onto the pitch, Red? Something you're fond of, or
It's,
Less so.
yes, it's
Go
not
ahead.
necessarily a strategy I'm overly fond of, but it can be very effective at times like this.
It's actually one of the more effective strategy for Khemri's back players because they have thick skull from start. They're a lot harder to remove from the pitch. They stun on an 8 rather than knocking out. So 8 down stuns a thick skull player, which means they are significantly more likely to be stunned than removed from the pitch.
Murphy is
I
thinking long and hard about his first move.
am talking and thinking, and I think I am going to hedge on removing the Agi 5 player.
Murphy blaming it on multitasking.
Always. We're definitely following because we're being aggressive here. No armor break.
Not getting him.
That extra point of armor on the blitzers is serving them well. That armor would have given way on a normal player.
Without Mighty Blow, no. I roll the 7.
Yes, you are correct. Tomb Guardians do not have Mighty Blow. I'm used to big guy go big boom.
Yeah, Tomb Guardians have strength 5. They're not big guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're a weird middle ground.
They don't get Mighty Blow. You get to take an additional one, and they don't have a activation nega trait.
I get to take an additional 3.
Well, it depends what team you're comparing yourself to.
I'm risking the 1 dice. It worked.
Halflings get two big guys, I guess. Is there any team that gets 3 specifically? If you're
Ogres can
sort
take
of-
up to 6. You just don't want to.
Oh,
hello.
Sorry, didn't see the dodge. I only... Yep, okay. Gonna re-roll that for the absolute... Yep, okay, cool.
Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh!
I didn't see the dodge!
The
Feel
misplay
bad,
there
but I think
being,
there's an opportunity here.
yes, coming back and
Take what we can
biting
get.
Murph, creating quite an opportunity.
I mean, I say that, now I have to try and find what to do with said opportunity.
I'm still beating the crap out of your team.
You are. No getting around that. Okay, what we definitely want is you standing up. That's undeniable.
Not leaving the pitch.
No, good staying power. Don't know where it's coming from, but apparently I've found it.
That's annoying, because I had several 2 dices.
And Smashing Sean is stunned again.
Is there an argument for trying to... No, not for this.
I don't know what you've done wrong in your incantations today, Murphy, but Smashing Sean is not staying together.
What I've done wrong with my incantations is not read what's actually going to happen before I click it.
That's a classic. That will that come back to bite you every time.
And I missed the fact that they were in base contact with the other blitzer. My brain was like, that blitzer's tied down. They're perfect, like, marked. And forgot that, yeah, that still means dodges. What's really annoying is I made the goddamn dodge and then rolled a 1.
On going for it to just stand... Oh, yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
tense game leads to tense thinking. The Elven Union player, Lord Lost, taking his time to work out how to unpick this mess. Oh, he's declared the blitz.
Going in, and we're going that way, I think.
And
Declared a potentially unnecessary blitz. No, were they on the floor?
yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you've been knocking Gene down a lot, and I understand why, but...
Agi 5 is scary when my highest is Agi 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely true.
Yes, I still have an effective cage.
You do. Despite me being 2 corners of it. enough of it is awkward.
That's the trick. Evaluate your failure state.
That's true. That's something I'm still working on, but it's a really interesting sort of way of playing any game. The thing that Blood Bowl does, where it really punishes you if you don't think about it. It's really interesting.
For
why
any
I like
audience
Blood
who
Bowl.
might be new here, in Blood Bowl, any chosen action, with a couple of exceptions, that fails its dice roll causes your turn to end.
Less than a minute warning, 55.
Yep.
The reason I keep calling out the time is because I absolutely don't want to win, because Lord Loss didn't choose
Realise
their
that,
actions before the time turner ran out. The time turner is there only to make sure that someone can't, just not take a turn and be like, I'm just going to sit here until you concede. Which is why I believe we have the turn timer set to the maximum possible amount.
We have it set to the maximum amount of 4 minutes because we trust our players actually want to be here. Block coming in handy.
Yep.
And a stun.
And a stun. This board is looking tricky.
Surprisingly effective elven punching. Who knew?
Though, for anyone who wants an interesting Blood Bowl challenge, who feels like they play too long, play a league with the turn timer set to 1 minute.
Nah, do it. That was only, what, 6 50% dodges?
Yeah, good with that.
And turn over.
Okay.
We go into the beginning of turn 5.
Very much need
Khemri is only
out of
3
this.
squares out of 13 that they need to get to the touchdown line.
It's been a very slow in terms of movement, but still a lot of thinking and planning and, well, I guess ball movement, I should say. Only pushes? I'm gonna stick in this side step up.
If I'd realised the sidestep, I would have re-rolled. That's bad.
Yeah, stick on the ball, I think.
Genie staying next to that ball carrier like he's made out of super glue.
Well,
All blitz declared from the Tomb Guardian.
And we're going back again.
And down this time.
Still no armor break.
Armor break.
Caused a very effective locking wall in front of the ball carrier, however.
Very true.
Yep. Final turns, I'm going hyper aggressive.
I'm surprised you haven't been. I mean, I haven't really been looking at your sort of board state, but I was expecting a foul by this point of the game, I'll be honest.
No available gang foul on someone I'd risk losing a player for.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering that I don't have a significant numerical advantage.
Yes, if you don't have an available dedicated fouler with something like dirty play, then you want to make sure you've got some support to make sure that that player goes down when you foul them. Oh, we are getting very aggressive. That is a 1 dice block being thrown.
From a Skelly.
From a
With
Skelly.
no block. Versus a block character. I am hitting the aggression button hard.
Yes, Khemri are going the knock them down now, dear Nuffle.
And you're knocking down a lot, but they're not staying down. Ironically enough, the undead kind of forte is being demonstrated more by the elves.
I don't like that the ball has been in the same position for 3 turns.
I'm not a big fan of it either, for reference.
I mean, given I'm on an offensive drive, I dare say it's better than the alternative for you.
Oh, true. But if I could have got a hold of it earlier, it would have moved so much further.
I mean, wouldn't we all love best outcome?
I mean, true. I like when I do good things. Shocking,
Yeah.
I know.
Khemri has rather bogged down in the central scrum.
Yeah, the lack of armor breaks is hurting.
The main question is, how long is that armor going to hold for?
I'm hoping not much longer, because I desperately need to make some distance. I have 3 turns.
Take that.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth trying to reroll here. Get you away from one Tomb Guardian at least.
But 4 players next to the ball carrier? That's...
Oh, it's a Quagmire. No getting around that.
Hmm. So, Murphy, your team has a very Egyptian vibe to it. What would you say their Egyptian spirit animal is?
Taking into account my own preferences, it's... Wait, mummy-ish? I don't know. Spirit animal is a hard one. I mean, Anubis is the obvious choice. Scarabs, locusts.
Scorpions.
Scorpions, yeah, are very Egyptian. I do like scorpions, but I don't feel like we have the murderous ability to be able to emulate that scorpion sting.
Once you have a bit more Mighty Blow on Tomb Guardians, eh?
Even then, murder isn't our purview. It's strength above the opponent
True.
to bash a hole. So it's more beetle. I'm gonna go with beetle.
Hmm.
I would always associate beetles with like a swarm, though. I feel it just wants to
No,
be big and...
locusts are swarm. Beetles are very much solitary, depending on the species.
Yeah, so you think? I think it's the bombardier beetle. How it's a very solitary creature.
Whitehorn beetles, which are highly prized in Japan, I believe are solitary.
Let's try this.
Not gonna lie, I was expecting the blitz on the ball carrier.
I just
Hmm.
didn't really have a good option. And there's just so many people around it. Oh, that's still only 1 dice. Oh, that's... And it's... that's... Did I miscount? Oh, yeah, because he's marked.
I am all right with my opponent making the same number of mistakes as I do.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, so that is a questioning of a misblitz from Owen Union.
Indeed, though I didn't have a tremendously good one this turn anyway, so I don't feel too bad for messing it up.
You had potential?
I don't think I could have... I
2
2
dice?
dice?
Yeah,
I needed
but it
quite
would
a lot of work, but...
yeah, it would have.
go
It
with
would
that, I
have
think.
required another dodge roll. So your Major Tom could have dodged round to where your current blitzer
I should have
is.
thrown that. Nah, we'll live.
And we're
Given
on to turn 6.
We are indeed.
Lord Loss, how many turns does it feel like you've had?
I, it's difficult. Not being as experienced as a lot of other Blood Bowl players, I glance over at the turn timer an awful lot, and so I kind of feel like I'm keeping track of it. Like it doesn't feel like I've had more than I actually have, but that's
Your choice,
just,
Loss.
I know. Sidestep just back. I think. Not that either of those was particularly different. I guess you can hit with another Tomb Guardian with this decision.
Yeah, they are a touch different. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Not particularly good. Finally managed to get him away from the ball carrier.
It is their talent that is now keeping them up, or luck to the rest of us. It feels like the Khemri may have got all of their murdering out last week.
We are trying.
As we dig into a slow grind of a half. To be fair, if this grind was any slower, the players would start digging trenches.
I'm assuming that at least the dwarves have tried that, right?
I think I'm going to have to try a break play.
Oh.
I'll take anything that that tries to make this a little bit more, well, fast moving, I guess.
So, I just threw a block to specifically push the ball carrier away from marking.
Got an armor
An
break.
armor break.
Just a stun again.
And the
Now-
Khemri player has declared that he is going for the break and he is going to go for it.
Double go for it, in fact, is the lurk.
And the ball carrier is off.
Damn, we failed the first one.
Oh! Still got rerolls, and
Got a
not many tends
reroll.
to use them, to
Taking
be
the
fair.
reroll. Succeeded the
one.
first one. Does he
Yep,
dare for
no.
a second?
Good God, no. I'm 100% fail on go for it so far, so good God, no.
It's only 2, but yeah, you don't need another go for it to get there next turn. So
Nope, I'm being reckless. Ah, that failed.
yep, and I got block on that one. Just knocked down.
That's why it failed. A one dice block is a 2 in 6 failure.
Yeah.
If you have block, it's a lot more.
If they have block, it's a 1/3 failure, 1/3 push, 1/3 succeed. The problem is it changes from a half chance of knocking the opponent down to a 1/3 chance of knocking the opponent down.
Yeah, I was mostly hoping for a push there, so I could create a staggered gate with a strength advantage. That's a knockdown. That's a shame.
Take that.
Oh, it's only a skelly.
Only just noticed. Okay, but that's fine. Can get...
The skellies are sacrificial.
Oh yeah, but even so, less tackle zones on the board. Anything to any little advantage is worth something.
Absolutely. I technically have a one-player advantage. It's just not enough for me to take advantage of.
Ironically. Take that. Free repositioning. One unmarked player.
Lord Loss just setting up his failure state should everything go wrong.
Doing whatever we can. And alright, here's the big play of the turn. Let's go with that.
The
We're out.
spectators are waiting.
That's the... Oh, fudge. I changed where I was
Didn't
going.
blitz.
Declared the blitz. Thought, well, hovered over blitz. When, hang on, I want to go in a different angle. Forgot to redeclare. Sadness and... Okay. Could be worse. I guess that means we take a blitz on someone else.
It is important to remember that if you select the opposing player at the end of the movement as you're planning it out, it will automatically give you the option, automatically declare the blitz for you.
Oh,
But
okay.
it will do the blitz without, like, if there's any dice in between, it will roll them and not give you the option to not do them.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Not going to have it with block, but we'll live.
When you manual control, you have to manually control everything. I am very happy with that.
You need to go for it now. You need a bunch of dodges. It's not good, but... anything else we can do? Mostly I just want to try and get some people out of dodge, ironically.
Camry have 2 turns left and are locked against the edge of the pitch for the moment, though they do have next priority.
You definitely want to injure your own players.
100%, of course.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do we want to go there? Yeah. Okay, we'll take the dodge first. We're out at least.
On a 6.
What a waste of a 6.
Yeah, the dice are not playing to my favour. I very much need to play, considering the dice are not my favour. I think I'm going for a 1-0 win here.
Elven Union only needs to hold on for 2 more turns and then they get their chance to attack at the beginning of the next half.
No, I think I'm scoring in the second half, if I'm scoring at all.
Interesting. You're already giving up this half. This.
Oh, good God, no. But
But you think that's the most likely outcome still?
be aware of your failure state.
That's true. Let's be optimistic. Never punished.
Nicely done.
Alright, deal with that.
Major Tom proving that he has those fancy feet work there.
Mm-hmm.
We go back now for the beginning of turn 7.
Okay. I think I need a 50-50 dodge and 2 going for it to score.
Oof.
I have a reroll.
You do.
The scrum is shifting right.
Failure state. Oh, sorry. A 50-50 dodge into a 50-50 handoff into 2 going for it to score.
Oof.
Handoff. Interesting. Those. Have you even attempted a handoff so far this league?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
Any successes?
No.
I just suggested to the dwarf bookkeepers that they run that statistics for me, and they looked at me and said no.
That's very. Yeah, I was going to say a handoff with Kemri. I think the 50-50 is whether or not you drop your own hand, right?
The 50-50 is whether or not whether you pick up the ball, but whether or not the player you're trying to pass the ball to dies. No, not quite, but it feels like that. Ooh, I could take a for leader character. You
Gets distracted
Don't-
by a butterfly.
think that makes a difference because you've already used a reroll.
Next half. Good.
Don't think it does. Don't know exactly how that works.
You take if you injure him. I
You
assume- I think
only
he
get
has
the
to be
leader
off the
reroll
pitch.
as long as they're on the pitch. When you do when he had the option of a reroll, he would have had 2 different reroll markers appear at the top of the screen
Ooh, I might have clicked the wrong one then. I don't recall.
of slightly different colours.
I hope I used the leader one then.
Yeah, using the leader one first seems good. Right,
Yes.
that's failure state accounted for. You know what? We're just gonna fecking go for it.
Wish you luck.
Here's a blitz.
No, bless me! That's a knockdown.
That's a down.
Bad.
That's a start.
That's an armor break.
That's an armor break
KO,
and a KO.
which is a
Starman
good
is out
start.
cold. Mighty Blow doing some work.
Yep, because that was an 7-up. No, actually, don't think Mighty Blow came in. 7 blow on armor, which is 7-up.
Yes, and they would have kept
8.
us knocked out.
Yep, no Mighty Blow used, which is important to look at if you have more than 1 Mighty Blow on your team, because you can only activate Mighty Blow once per turn.
Oh, interesting.
Not
think.
sure on that one.
Yeah, no, I'm a 50-50 on that. Right, now comes the
Can
50-50
only be made to one of the rolls,
dodge.
but can be activated as many times as you want.
There we are then, reroll time.
That's the reroll I thought I was going to have to use. We make it. Okay.
Now,
So, handoff.
hand off,
Which
Got
is
50-50.
also a 50-50. No.
Oh!
and it fails.
Okay, so turn 7.
Couldn't have it. So sad. I was expecting the going for it to fail, not going to lie. But I set up my failure state for where the ball would land should I fail this handoff, and I think I'm in a pretty good position because the elves are scattered and marked.
They pretty much are, yeah. My options are very limited. I'm mostly just sort of trying to work out if I try and do something very risky and try and do just get the ball out at all costs, or whether I try and play for. I'm attacking in the second half. I'm fine. I can and should be the sensible one.
This is being a very intense match. We're at the bottom of turn 7. The ball is on the floor. The score is currently 0-0, and Elven Union will be attacking after the half.
No chance on hurting Sean.
You're going to turn over on your first action, and I'm going to get a chance at the touchdown. It's going to fail, and you're going to get a turn 8, which won't do anything.
Yeah. That's one way of looking at it.
I mean, it's the most likely outcome by like a factor of... to be fair, only like a factor of 10.
Hmm. Can we... I don't think we can manufacture anything weirder, no. Maybe just try and... if I can manufacture a...
I think my problem is I'm playing your game.
You sort of have been this half, yeah.
I need to... The problem is Khemri play very cautiously. Good Khemri play very cautiously because the Tomb Guardians are surprisingly fragile. AV9 is great, but if they get injured, they're gone.
Yes, they have decay, which means that if they take a injury roll, you roll twice and apply both results.
Which means you want to play cautiously with your Strength 5 players and give everyone else's Strength 3 Agi 2. You got a little bit of difficulty, which is what makes them such a low-tiered team. That's a knockdown.
Ooh, got an injury.
We have an injury. It's against Obito, no long term, which is good. No regeneration, which is bad.
He is off for the game.
That's something.
And Khemri have no subs.
We have one.
Ah, yes, he's just a little bit further to the left of the screen than I can see. I apologise, viewers at home. There was an inaccuracy in this broadcast. The appropriate goblin will be terminated for his inaccuracies. Do you want to know?
Can I vote for boiling an acid rather than... No, let's go oil. No, acid is cliched. Let's go oil.
Do you want to know what the percentage chance of you scoring last turn was?
I'm gonna guess 16.25.
17.3.
Got the reroll.
Okay, I wasn't far off.
And
And we fail the reroll.
There's the
Oh,
snake eyes.
okay.
Okay.
That's
You could actually score off this.
no rerolls. Turn 8. 2 blocks a pickup and 2 going for it. The chance is somewhere in the 20s.
Going for just the pickup and 2 going for it, so you're talking 34%.
Plus 2
You've got
2 dice
dodges.
blocks.
You have to get another block in, yeah.
Our push is good enough.
Yes.
Sidestep, remember? Ooh.
Well,
Well, half.
that.
No injury though.
And that
No armor break, I should say.
that is the Khemri's half, at least, finished. Elven Union have one turn to see what they can do.
And being down is enough that I don't think.
Sometimes the right
touchdown.
call is just
Oh,
to
100%.
turn
I'm just trying
without
to work out the
action.
best way of dealing with it. So if we blitz there, yeah.
I see it.
I'm just trying to work out the best way. Yeah, I've got options. Is it him or is it him? Okay, so they're the same. So that's just okay. That doesn't matter. Okay.
And we'll be going into the second half shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
If you get a touchdown here, I'm going to be pissed.
You're in trouble, certainly.
The odds are low.
Annoyingly, with the correct movements, they're not.
But is possible.
I mean, they're not low. I think with the correct movements, there's about a 37.5% chance.
I mean, that's still under half by a fair chunk.
It is, but for a turn 8 turnover touchdown, that's incredible.
True, true.
Push is enough.
Ooh.
Okay, you've just made it a 17 or lower.
Interesting. What have I done? You can tell me what I've done wrong in a minute then.
Nope, I'll tell you what you've done wrong now, because you can't reiterate it. You used your Agi 5 player to blitz.
Ah, fair enough. I'm thinking
Which
about
means
the
that you
better chance of the
can't-
pass coming off with an accurate, so I wanted to use my accurate
Yes,
thrower.
you can't
actually-
do a throw after a blitz. Though Lord Loss is a good point. He does have an open, accurate thrower, which would be essentially an Agi 5 throw, but doesn't affect the pickup.
Yes.
But the pickup is good!
Cut 50-50. Not worth taking anything else. Is it? How close do I need to be? 1, 2, 3, 6. No, I'd need too many dodges. All right, we go for what we can get.
Pass is declared. Intercept
Accurate.
taken, but failed. Pass is good!
Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
And we're going for the run!
It's one going. It's 2 going for it. Okay.
It is 1 going for it.
Is it?
No,
Oh, it was displaying it that way. Cool. And
Please
I've
fail.
got the reroll.
Please say,
My
guys.
goodness.
And touchdown for Elven Union! They take the lead going into half time.
I am so impressed with myself. I'm sorry, Murphy. That was to go from double skulls into that is. I mean, Elven Bull at its finest, I guess.
I mean, the double skulls was a problem. The double skulls versus elves was the majority of the issue.
But no get-ups for Elven Union, so they are a player down going into the second half. But they are now on the offense.
I am. If I can get a relatively quick second touchdown, being on offense.
I'm very sorry, but that's very unlikely to happen.
Oh.
While the Khemri coach Murphy protests, it is now playing into Khemri's strengths. We do again have a strength on strength with elves being on the offense and Khemri being on the defense.
And my leader player did not get up, so I am down to 2 rerolls.
For those watching at home, anyone who's just joined us, it is the beginning of the second half. The ball will be kicked to Elven Union. We are currently looking at a score of 0-1 after a very grinding first half with a surprise turnaround throw.
Turn 8 turnaround throw, which is annoying for me.
Lord
turnaround.
Loss, having taken on
2/3
board
pitch
the
was-
things he's been saying in nearly every game he's played on. Remember to keep a scoring threat, and this is exactly why.
And I stopped marking the scoring threat
Yeah.
because I thought I had the touchdown.
So you have gone quite defensive, and I do think that's the right thing to do. But okay, what do we want? We want someone with you up front. Swap this over. We are down an elf though, so gonna have to work out something.
No wake-ups is an important advantage for me.
Mhm.
Did the player who was throwing the blitz last turn have block? I don't think so.
Don't know.
I think they did, because it was the AG5 blitzer, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yes. Okay. Go with that.
So the chances of that score were 25.7% for anyone interested at home.
Anything
And I
over
had
25.
reroll as well.
High
You counted
kick.
the reroll as well.
You got high kick.
Ooh, it's wide as well.
The
Yeah,
ball
that's
going
annoying.
wide to the right.
I would have been very happy with that wide, but you got high kick. Fail? Yeah.
Now the catch.
Fail the catch.
They're
That
throwing
is
on a catcher.
quite a sad turn of events.
That's nice for me. Because there's a -1 on a catch on high kick, so it's a 3-up, not a 2-up.
It is true,
Ah,
it's
makes
considered
sense.
an inaccurate pass.
So if we start the optimistic stuff.
Not gonna lie, I have become
Ooh,
hyper
that's
competitive.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Would you like to
Highwayman.
waste half of your rerolls? You have 5, 4, 3,
Oh, I'm
2.
good. I'm good. I'll take it. Oh, and I got stunned.
So did he.
Oh, I am
All
gonna
fair.
abuse the ever-living shit out of that.
Concerns that I will be.
Welcome, Highwayman Man Voice. This is a very important game in the league. It is being very interesting so far. I have taken over from Athel because I wanted to.
Confirm, is this top of the table versus bottom of the table? I know it's a very kind of
Yes.
close league.
The important thing is if Murphy doesn't win this match, there are multiple people that can get to the same league points as him this round.
I need to minimum draw this.
Yes, if they draw this, then they will sit at the top of the table by 1 league point.
Yes. If I minimum draw this, I need to win my last match, and that guarantees a victory.
Yes.
If I win this, I'm in a much better position. But honestly, I'm gonna need to double turnover to win this, and that's, excuse my French, hard.
It is
Fair.
unlikely.
Full
And Murphy is
frontline
thinking
defense.
heavily about his first turn, and I don't blame him. He's got to
Full
strike a
frontline
balance
defense.
between providing pressure while not sacrificing defense, or accepting that he might already be in the best position he can be in.
Full frontline defense.
And yes, Highwayman, Athel is in the cupboard again. I lured them in there with some of the apples from our allotment.
I'm going with an aggressive and yet reserved attempt to force a mistake.
Yes, he is bringing that wall close to what isn't too dissimilar to the with Zale's Lizardman defense strategy.
Oh, it's a little bit different to that. Given that I'm the second line deep, that's the big difference.
Yes.
In you breach the first line, the second line is actually important.
Yes.
Granted, there's a way around it, but I'm not going to reveal that, given that my opponent is listening.
Yes, I
That
as
is
much
fair.
as I think Lord Lost would want you to, I don't think you should probably give away trade secrets quite yet. Oh, one
Gosh,
cheeky one dice block.
Cheeky one dice block, arguably better for me. With the sidestep option. Which is back, I think.
I'm not sure I would have liked where that was going if that block went pear shaped. I'm not going to lie.
The middle player was far more risky than the outside player.
Oh, I agree.
I'm playing high risk, high reward at this point because I need 2 touchdowns to win this.
Yes, you are a bit on the back foot. Well, in Highwayman, at the end of this match, there'll be a short pause and break, and then Athel will be throwing themselves at Celeste Mountain again, and hoping to try and chip away some more of the route to the top.
Where is Axel? I need my cheerleaders.
That is a good question.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Maybe that's what's wrong with your dice today. No Axel screaming for
Entirely
blood.
possible. Do need to remember the potential
Good
fatal state of
afternoon, Psycho Ninja Flea. And nice Super Meat Boy emote. I am here. I am wearing my Super Meat Boy pin, mostly because my Blood Bowl pin is still at the cleaners.
I believe you're a new person to the chat. Welcome, Psycho Ninja Flea.
None of these blocks are very good, and I'm just trying to work out.
You are joining us at a very tense game. I don't know if you have been watching in the background, which is fine. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's currently 0-1 with the Elven Union player, and that is unfortunate for Camry, as they would rather like to win this match as far as the league board would go.
Pretty sure a loss here and a win on the next game still wins me the league. But guaranteeing a win on the next game is hard, given I lost to Red in the practice game.
Yes. And I've got some sneaky backup plans in my pocket.
Let's go with this.
Granted, I did not play optimally in our practice games. I played the fun plays, but the dice still very much influence whether or not the optimal plays actually work.
In addition, you didn't have star players to deal with.
I did not. Although, the way this game is going, I would not be surprised to enter you at, like, TV 800.
Unfortunately, we do not follow the NFL. We are from the UK, so it's a bit more iffy to follow it here. Rugby is more our go-to. Though that having said, I have always thought that I should probably try watching it because I do love BloodBowl quite a lot, and it is based off American football after all.
I'm
Where
vaguely aware
would
of
you
this.
suggest as a good starting point? Would you say that is kind of the college level or higher? You know, if I was to get into it, where should I head to?
And do I want to take it? I could take that.
Elven Union hasn't quite managed to break their hole yet.
What's that?
They're very much probing their defences still.
That is a Tomb Guardian with block as well, though. That's away. I think I'm just going to try and pick up the ball, which we get at least. Okay.
And the ball is in hand.
I dislike that worked.
What, in hand?
I also dislike you remembered to move it away from the the sideline. I was really hoping to crowd surf the ball.
Getting it into a different position would have been much better for you, I think. So just moving it away and letting you sort of, if anything, yeah, kind of what you were saying before, waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. Because especially from where I'm sitting, I could afford to just wait this out. If I can force you to do something less than advisable, I'm probably in a better position.
They are very different. Both, the college is more crazy, but they're cutting down on it. So I'd say start by NFL. And welcome to England. Welcome. Yes, it is very early. It is quite painful, but these days there is plenty of ways to catch up after the fact. Not like we're beholden to live TV anymore. At least I will certainly check out. I might have to do a NFL party. I'm quite a fond cooker, so maybe once this league is completed, I'll grab the people from it and suggest that we watch an actual American football game. I don't know if Murph or Lord Loss have any feelings on that.
Thinking hard.
As it's not my turn, I'll say I'm not super bothered. Sports have never really been something I pay too much attention to. But if there's something else going on, it's always nice to just hang out with you guys. So yeah, maybe.
I've always said that you should always try what other people say is fun.
That's fair. That's always a good thing. Good point.
We've had a breakthrough on the left-hand side of the Elven Union line.
Ooh, there's some armor breaks.
And a KO to Diamond Dog. Ooh.
Just alignment with block still.
And
still
yes,
badass.
Highwayman, all glory to Hypnotoad.
Balls, that's really bad.
I do have to admit, I do love the pageantry that they put to American football. That is something that you don't see. Ooh! Went for the cheeky gamble.
That was a 1 in 36. Okay, this game has been in my favour from the beginning, and I felt like Nuffle has decided that the winning player needs to be shook.
Nuffle will do that to you.
Yes, that is a hard thing. That has opened up opportunities across the board.
A re-roll into a double skull is harsh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about getting greedy.
It wasn't greedy, it was necessary. I would even have taken a both down, but a double one?
I don't blame Lord Lost for taking their time to think here.
Yeah, I got a couple options. Hmm?
You know you want to make the mistake. Do it.
I'm not even sure what the mistake is, so
Anything that involves a turnover.
Count 2 major mistakes out of potential plays. There's an innumerable number of potential mistakes if you're an idiot.
I mean, I could just start throwing 2 dice down blocks against Tomb Guardians. That's always an option.
I mean, yeah.
That sounds like fun. I'm not gonna lie. I think my halfling should try it.
Feel free in the next game, Red.
I'll tell you what. If I get 2-0 in the lead, I'll start doing it.
Nah, I should do it at 1-0.
Maybe. Nah, I got other plans. I will take this moment to do a bit of a plug of upcoming events. So later tonight, after this match, you will have Athel take their channel back to climb up Celeste Mountain. Then on Wednesday, in the early evening or late afternoon, it's not been fully decided yet, you will have the Lizard Men fighting the Halflings in the continuation of this league. And then on Thursday, I'll be back again as I play a new game called Dwarf Blood, Loot and Glory, which is a auto battler that'll be coming out soon.
Anything more?
I'm just going to plug to my nines are a great bunch of lads and should follow them. Maybe. We ourselves are only 4 followers away from 50, at which point we unlock emotes, and we have some very nice emotes planned, including a touchdown rabbit emote.
Didn't actually mean to click that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, are we relatively happy? Go a little further with this. There, I think. And then, yeah, anything else that's reasonable? I think we're fine.
Psycho Ninja Flea, where can we find your niners? Is it a Twitch channel by that name? Is it your Twitch channel?
Just come across to here, I think.
Ooh. Elven Union brings the ball forward. A throw has been declared. Throw has been made. Passed.
Keep it.
Are we seeing the run here?
You're seeing something.
We're certainly seeing something. Ah, as in the NFL team. Of course, I'm certainly happy to give them a check out. Who knows? He may have made a convert out of me yet. He's referring to the San Francisco 49ers.
One.
I do like San Francisco.
Yeah, I haven't been very much, but I spent a couple of days there once. It was quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like red?
Not
I
a
do
terrible
like
turn,
red,
but not an amazing one. Any mistakes that I made, Murphy, or?
Relatively well done with the breakthrough and the guard. The only thing I'd say on the guard is put them parallel to the player you have the ball on, because it's better assist options.
I will certainly use that as the jumping in point to have a look at some American football because, well, I might as well start with any team, and if you're giving a shout out as a team, you're the default winner as where to start. So I will certainly check out one of their matches first. Oh, that is a diagonal lockdown from Kemry. Is it going to be enough to stop the ball, or even more so, turn it over? This is a bit of a edge of the seat clincher here.
Armor break.
Just a stun.
Only stunned. You have not had a single injury on my elves all game, and I feel like I have got very lucky on that.
Flack of removing players is a problem.
So yes, if you're referring to BloodBowl, Psycho Ninja Fleet, it is correct. You continue to move pieces in your turn until you run out of pieces, or until you fail a voluntary action, at which point the game automatically turns over, giving the opponent a chance to capitalize on whatever your failure is. Thus, where the board state is before you make a roll is very important. I would say more important than any other board game I know.
Throwing one dice blocks, are we? I guess.
Absolutely.
Trying to clear your
He's got
players
block.
out. Some more French. It is ace. This game is absolutely
Dodge as
amazing.
well.
It's you have the digital version. We're playing Blood Bowl 2 because it has more teams as far as the digital ones go. Blood Bowl 3 uses the latest rule set, and there is the tabletop version it's based on by the same name, produced by Games Workshop. Fully recommend all of the versions. The community is absolutely delightful.
I really hate this. There are so many dice I don't want to take, but I have to. Bucket.
Got the dodge.
Oh, here's the
That'll
blitz.
do.
That will do.
Armor break into an injury.
Major Tom is injured. He is off the match for the rest of
No
this
long-term effects, at
game.
least.
But no
Okay,
long-term
okay.
effects, so it will not impact
And
Lord Loss's
scatter
next
too.
game in the league.
Nuffle has started smiling on us. No, do not do 2 6-up dodges. That's stupid.
That just
You're
changed
so-
the game fairly dramatically.
I have to score quickly if I want to win over a draw.
And that will be a challenge for you even now. But
The game has descended into a bunch of skirmishes, and there is a throw raw next to the ball. This is important as Murphy's team that he's playing, the Khemri, are a low agility team. This means that they are bad at handling the ball. The throw raws get to re-roll their pickup check, meaning that the 50% chances becomes a little bit more reliable.
do I just want to try and get it out of there? Or do we... no, we can afford to
Meanwhile,
do
Lord Loss, playing the Elven Union, who are all agile but not so on the strength, is going to be thinking of ways to try and recover this ball. As if he can pull into a lead from here, he's in a very strong position.
Oh, if it goes 2-0, I'm done.
Yeah, that's fine. Just
That said, Lord Loss certainly has plenty of work to get this ball back.
My mistake is I've let this turn into a skirmish game rather than a melee game.
yeah, because if I get the ball again, a skirmish setup massively favours me just weaving in and out and getting it to the touchdown line.
What happened here is I was too cautious with the Tomb Guardians. I should have been less cautious with the Tomb Guardians against the elves.
Well, there's still the ability and the chance for you to edge this into a draw.
I mean, there's still the ability for me to win this. Don't
It-
count me out.
That
till
is
I'm
true.
done.
That is true.
I can literally touchdown next turn. Granted, it needs a bunch of dice.
Sounds like a handoff too. And we saw how that went last time.
Handoff. It sounds like a pass.
Oh, that's even worse.
I think I just try and go aggressive. I think this is fine. Well, fine. Fine is relative. Let's see what we get.
The Agi 5 player is annoying. You roll at 1. Will you re-roll?
It's worth it. It might be. I think it is worth trying.
You roll a 1. No.
3, a success. He has the ball.
Oh.
Now what?
Not going to be able to get any further. That is always the question. What are the odds on this? 2 3-ups. And then a dodge away. Yeah. Take it.
Oh, he's going for a pass. The pass is clean.
And received. And then we just get the hell out of here, I think. Just to there is fine.
The dodge is good, and it's a beginning of a run.
It is, and we're going to get some defences on it, I think. Where is the best option? Just make this through. I'm
Elven
actually
Union
looking,
and
I'm now beginning to feel the numbers disadvantage.
Yeah.
Elven Union and Elves doing what they do best: a quick little pop over the top of other players, and then break out for a run. The question is, can we lock them back down again before they get to the touchdown line?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as we don't double skull a 2-dice block.
Okay, now. Not brilliant. Take it there. No, take it there.
Nice.
And then do what we can over here. Ooh, not quite.
Fail the dodge from the Tomb Guardian. Player goes down.
No armor break.
No armor
You
breaks
have
and
been
no injury though.
very lucky on armor.
I have. I do not deny that. Ooh. But yeah, with the ball that far from your touchdown line, and you only having the, well, 5 turns is doable to get 2 in that, but if I can play well, even getting 1 is no thank you. I want
Sidestep
to be away from
triggering
that
to safety.
sideline. I'll take you hitting me again if you want it.
Yes, for
Can't get any
those of
Tomb
us,
Guardians to that ball without going
those of
for
you
it.
just joining, we're halfway through the second half. There was a clincher of a turn 8 score from the Elven Union at the beginning of the first half, and they are now leading and have possession. This is looking complicated for Camry, though still very much recoverable. Blitz goes in, and that's good enough. That's a down with the ball carrier. And an armor break
Here's
for a
the armor
stun.
coming down. Mighty blow takes him to a stun only, but
Ball is loose.
ball is loose and marked by Sean. Kemry's scariest non-Tomb Guardian, at least.
This is proving a hell of a game.
It is. Then again, when aren't they?
Let me pull the spider camera out a bit more so you can see a bit more of the whole field as it's going on. We have rather broken
Spider
apart
camera?
into a lot of little fights. Players scattered across the board like flowers, ready to be trodden on by Tomb Guardians. Sidestep doing well to keep the Blitzer alive. Rabble.
Rebel, not going to keep him down. I'm gonna send him down as it happens, but
Tomb Guardian moves up to mark Ziggy Stardust.
I am very pleased with some of these names. Ooh, that's you don't have to
Ooh,
block, do you?
Genie survives, but go for the reroll, leading to a BAM.
One reroll each. Eating into the resources. Still no armor breaks.
Now is
Luck.
the important time to burn your rerolls if you have them. They could make all of the difference at this stage for either player.
The lack of armor breaks is what has fucked me this game.
The
Hmm.
Elven Union armor has been holding hard, and even on the ones that have gone through, it's mostly been knockouts or stuns. There's another armor break to a stun.
Speaking of, another stun. We are feeling very light. There is what? 4 elves stood up? 3?
I
3 standing elves.
just heard mutterance from the Kemri corner that that's 3 too many.
I am not surprised that that is their opinion. Okay.
Given the number of knockdowns, the armor break stat seems low.
Oh, my mouse is doing weird things.
Yeah, don't misclick. Although, I will say, I have had a misclick mistake. So
You did. You had your dodge, and that arguably, of all the misclick mistakes the two of us have made, you made the worst one this game. Which
Yes,
is
there
really
have been
unfortunate.
2 main misclick mistakes from my records. We've had the accidental dodge that caused issues, a lot of issues for Kemri, and there was a non-declared blitz by the Elven Union player, which was safety and remedied.
Indeed. What's our best option here? I want to try and get the actual touchdown.
The Elven Union player trying to work out what his best approach could be. And yes, Highwayman voice, you are right, 3 elves is perfect for a comeback. We have all seen that level of elvenness.
this might be the very first league game I lose.
It's certainly looking pretty possible.
The fans are very much sitting on the edge of their seats right now. That will dramatically change the results of the leaderboard for the
It
end
is
of this
worth
round.
noting, because as I'm playing Kemri, people may be surprised to learn I've not lost a game yet. I have drawn 2 and won 1. I have not lost.
Ambitious. I don't mind too much if I go down here. Just try and get people away. Alright.
Yeah, I have made the mistake of playing your game. And I would need Elven to win this.
Which unfortunately you don't have. You don't have enough elven bodies hanging around in your mortuary.
I mean, my Agi stat says no.
Yes.
Very much not, indeed.
Anyway, isn't elvenness just a mind state? Kind of like confidence?
No, it's
No,
a stat.
no is the answer.
No. Elves are just better. That's how it goes.
No, it's Agi 4. Doesn't matter what else your stats are. Agi 4.
Or 5 if you're Gene.
I've been trying to punch him.
Like in the
You've been
face.
hitting him. It's just not been. I think I just tried dodging around and do the silliness. I think that's what we're on.
Your armor 7 has been.
Pick up.
You rolled,
Here we go.
You rolled
The pickup is
a
good.
You rolled a 6.
I did. Then
And-
I get out of that, and then we just try for it.
Here's the 2
Don't
going
roll a
for
one.
it. Pushed it once.
Don't roll.
Pushed it again!
Like, fall over!
Touchdown! Elven Union go to 2. We have heavy celebrations from the fan groups. I've seen Athel break out of the cupboard to celebrate heavily.
Well, as a fellow elf enjoyer, I'm sure Athel will be. No wake-ups though. Okay.
Oh, this is
I'm about to
big.
get
This
very
is
punched.
really big. And we have well done from Psycho Ninja Flea. Yes, well done, Lord Lost, for your 7th, 6th ever game against another player. You are playing exceptionally well today.
I've had some very lucky dice as well. Let us not forget.
But there is 4 turns worth of payback on its way.
There is, and
You have to
And
play well for the dice to matter.
That's fair.
Unfortunately, Psycho, you can't kick field goals. The goalposts are used should the game be a important tiebreaker, and are used at the end if there's a draw, where your team's going to doing penalty shootouts.
Oh.
If this league was to ever reach that point, Kenry would automatically lose because it's agility test.
Sorry, Red.
Yes.
I am going to specifically aim for the draw, which is two-turn touchdown.
You're going for a draw. That is some fighting words. Two
Defensive
two-turn
lineup.
touchdowns.
Fuller in the middle.
I will praise it when I see it. I will praise it when I see it. That's all I gotta say.
Punching out. Punches there. Punches. I would like to say I'm probably the player in this league that has played the most games, not because I've played this game the longest, but because I have ADHD and I hyperfixate on things, and so I have played a lot of Blood Bowl. I did not expect to be pushed this hard in this game, but the dice have not been kind. And
The dice haven't gone your favor. I will state though that they have been going overwhelmingly your favor at every other game this league.
They have.
So
And
statistics have caught up with you. And they're not
They
going
have.
badly. They're just not ideal.
That is the thing. The problem with Camry is the second they aren't perfect, you lose.
That sounds like an excuse.
Rude. But
I feel like that's a thing that elves exploit more than other teams. Like if you were rolling this badly against, well, maybe if you were up against like some lizard men or some orcs, they might have just knocked you off the field. Whereas I can't do that. But
there's a lot of ADHD here, Psycho Ninja, and interestingly, a lot of them are very different types as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest things with ADHD is people assume ADHD is a singular effect, and it's not. It massively impacts people differently depending on their suffering with it, personality, blood. Lots of
Athel very much falls into the category of continuous hobbying and needing to always be doing something and not being able to sit or rest. I fall into the very interesting category of continuous brain space, so being able to quite literally think of and keep track of 2 things at once to the point where it becomes annoying.
I will say, this is the first game where I've not had Axel cheering for me, so I think that luck just hasn't entered this game. I'm aiming for a minimum of 2-1. My perfect outcome is 2-2. I think I can accomplish that, but good God, would it be hard.
And if we're reeling off ADHD and discussing it briefly,
You've
at least.
got 1 minute left, Murphy, on your setup.
I'm aware, thank you.
Take it easy, Highwayman. Good to see you. And Good luck and Godspeed to all of the players on the pitch.
Indeed. Ooh, do a kick. Do a
I'm gonna let you set up, but if I'm not back, please pause. I'm in
Oh, I
literally.
have set up, so I'm kicking now. I'll wait. I'll wait for the timer. Good luck.
So,
Give him as much time as I can.
Lord Loss, what are you hoping from the kickoff table here? So, for those playing at home who might not know, when the ball is in the air, all kinds of random stuff could happen.
High kick wasn't one of them,
High
but
kick?
it isn't too bad.
So
Oh, can we hold
Murphy
it here
gets to
for
move
Murphy to
one.
get back? We can, I think.
Murphy gets to move one player who is not in a tackle zone, so not next to another player, under the ball position.
Oh no, there is a hidden timer. Okay, I hope he gets back in time. God, it's gone very shallow.
If
Okay, he's got a chance.
if you press escape, you should have the option to pause the match.
Ooh, if I press escape?
I'm back.
Sorry.
Oh, Murphy's back
we,
anyway.
we can pause. That's all right.
Yes. Each player gets 3 pauses. You may unpause.
The kickoff table was high kick, so please place someone
I
of
see.
your choice under the ball.
That is a 50-50 choice. It wants to be a thrower. However, do I go with a thrower that I'd rather have it on, or do I go with a thrower that is further away? I'm going with further away.
Understandable.
And he goes for his little run.
Quite a significant run, in fact.
And the ball comes down to Sticky Fingers Finnegan.
Oh!
And he fails to catch. But the
Oh,
Blitzer
sure.
succeeds.
Oh!
The ball is on
Okay,
Smashing
this is a-
Sean.
Very
Okay.
big problem now.
That's massive.
Yeah, that's... Okay, I need to change my plan significantly. And I also need to... Oh, there's 3 dice blocks coming out. I hadn't counted.
3 dice and no bam!
And
God
it's...
damn it!
And it's as best as a push, and I've got sidestep, and I'm so sorry.
Are you, though?
Yes, I am sorry. I'm also enjoying myself, but I am also sorry.
I mean, it's a good game.
That's
the dice
true.
are... it's always a good game when the dice are ambivalent.
Yes, I would definitely
entirely...
I would definitely state like that. The dice are definitely ambivalent this game.
And it's entirely down to where people put their players and the strength of their team.
It's also down to the binary nature of agility checks versus strength checks.
I'm going for the draw. You know, it's incredibly risky, but I'm going
Big
for the
declaration there. Yes, the fact that a block with the block dice, you have a chance of just pushing players away, while agility checks you either succeed or you don't. Ooh! Bam!
Didn't do that correctly, and it still worked. So
The Goblin King is KO'd.
Okay, we're fine with that for the time being, but...
yeah, I didn't do that right. That should have been a 2 dice block if I just done it from the other side, and I just did what the AI thought was best, and it was a 1 dice block because it's a idiot.
It's AI, yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest.
I was wondering if you're going to leave him there.
Ooh.
Yeah, my biggest thing for new players: do not trust where it sends your players the best.
Smashing Sean is on the 14-yard line.
There are 3 players I particularly want to mark. I have already blitzed. Let's one going for it is there. Let's do it. Why the f not? We're just sorry. Ah!
I was going to say, is it good idea to do that first?
And French has come out like a heavy second language here today, folks.
Yeah. Sorry about the swears. I've been drinking rum this entire time.
Ooh, that might also be contributing to your...
The
I'm gonna doubt it, to be fair.
Khemri player is blaming alcohol for his problems.
No, I'm not. I'm blaming alcohol for the swear word.
You love to see it, folks. You love to see it.
I don't think I've made any inoptimal plays.
Not any that I wouldn't declare a mistake. And only one of those, and we've already discussed that one in length.
Yes, and the mistake was I didn't see the thing and I called it out immediately. And there's a dodge. There are several
Mercy
things.
is deciding whether there's anything else he wants to do before passing control to Lord Loss for the beginning of turn 14 out of 16 turns.
I'm slightly considering, just to get to the touchdown, rolling a 5 up into a 6 up.
Oof. I cannot advise one way or the other. It is not my possession.
Feck it, let's punch first and see what happens. No, do not roll 2 things. You are down.
I
You
am
have
down, but I am
I
choosing
need
where I am down.
to
Rebel
remember
hit.
that has sidestep. I have forgotten sidestep so many times.
If there are any instances where I could argue a mistake was made, it could well be instances
Well,
of forgetting
Salah hits the
sidestep
ground.
without- Going down. No armor break though.
No
Good
armor
boy.
break.
The lack of armor break has murdered me.
The armor is holding firm. I do like how we say the armor is holding firm, and then my eyes drifted over to.
Oh my lord!
Ooh, and down.
So many ones. So many ones.
I'd have to check the stats after this because it does feel like you've had a really rough one of it.
To be fair, my previous games have been significantly in my favour.
Alright.
So, to have a game where it's not is, yeah, it's not that sort of thing.
That is a player marking the ball carrier.
Yep.
I'm expecting a blitz to appear at some point this turn. I'm not going to lie.
It would be a weird choice if I didn't, I will say.
It could be
Every other
worse.
character is marked.
It could be worse. It could be raining.
It could be raining.
Don't you dare say it. I'm
dear.
losing. The swearing is coming out. I apologize to everyone on the stream. I understand I'm meant to be swearing not as much, but
It
this
is
is
a. I think what I'll say is this stream may contain foul language. Absolute discretion is advised.
absolutely. I'm likely to say
Here's
the
the
F
blitz.
word.
I'm wondering now if I shouldn't have moved my other chap slightly differently, because if I get a push here, it's not ideal.
Double
And there's the push.
You have a reroll not used.
No,
Not
it's
used.
not worth it here, I think. Obviously, follow, make it as difficult as we can. Right, anyone else we can throw at this problem? I think...
This is now mirroring very heavily the board state at the end of the second half.
Aside from the fact I have 4 elves in the knockout bin, I would agree.
Unfortunately, that's not enough for the camera to take advantage of. I would hope you had at least a couple injured and maybe...
One dead?
Well, I mean, I'd like
Ooh.
a dead.
And that's an extra player on the...
There is one character on my team that I think would be funny enough that I would accept just being killed. And my catcher as far away from the action as one can be at the minute. Who I will be bringing across now, assuming we don't roll a 1, which we don't.
We just had something fall over down in the commentary box, so I'm going to say that Nuffle is displeased with this match. And he is trying to throw pens at the keyboard to make things happen.
The 2 in front of the blitz are an issue.
They are also problems, yes.
I need to score this turn to draw.
Yes.
You do.
Or next turn and have a Riot kickoff event, which is only which is a roll of
Never-
11 on the kickoff table.
Never rely on a kickoff. Always be aware.
Never rely on
Yeah.
the kickoff table.
Yeah. Anticipate it being a thing your opponent gets the advantage on.
But I wouldn't be a good commentator if I didn't say it was at least possible.
Very true. Your job is to cover all the angles, make sure people are as informed as they can be, and our job is to press buttons and swear a lot when dice don't work.
Yes. In all honesty, I could replace you with 2 foul-mouthed gibbons and the experience would be fairly similar.
Go for yourself.
Later.
Oof.
There are so many things I could make jokes of there that I'm not going to, given this is someone else's stream.
I feel like this has been one of the rowdiest streams on this channel, and it is.
Oh, I don't have
worth
any
noting that
rerolls!
You don't have any rerolls.
You are in
this is
one.
horrible. I hate it. I need to draw this turn to draw.
Oh,
Okay, we're gonna do the thing.
I mean, that's
We
a
get-
solid start.
that's a good start. We've got a BAM.
I think we make it
Where's the
harder by
sidestep
going
going
there.
to? Sidestep's going there. It's an armor break.
You
Just a
didn't
start.
choose the space that actually makes it difficult.
Oh, my apologies.
We
oh,
make
goodness.
it.
Dodge 1 is
Ow.
good. Dodge 2 has failed. The ball carrier goes down.
Hand down, touch.
And the crowd throw the ball
Yes.
back in.
Yeah.
Deep
No,
into Elven Union territory.
I absolutely could have got 1 touchdown in the next 4 turns. However, getting 2 touchdowns to draw, I had to go for it.
You
did.
had to go for it all.
Yeah.
And
No, very well done, Martian Spiders. I have lost this 2-0 or 2-1.
just gonna make him.
I am absolutely not making you let this be 3-0.
That's fair. I don't think I would even try to go for it.
If you will try, I am going to kill your your strength 4 player.
This is some fighting talk coming from Murphy, though it is fair. I do foresee the Elven Union player just locking the ball down for the next 2 turns.
I'm better off with.
I'm gonna try for the 2-1.
Athel is gesturing to go
don't
for it
expect to get it.
all. You can make this at least a 3-0, maybe even 4 with lucky kickoff events.
I'm sorry, Athel. If you want a very high-scoring match, that'll be our next one, right?
Athel agrees with you. You've got to beat the halflings with a total game score of 5. Check that match
That's
out
the
under
aim,
videos
then.
after this one if you are so interested.
Yeah. No, my problem here was a lot of removing the elves with late game. They were well positioned. I can't play a passing game. I really don't know how I could have played differently.
The first half very much descended into a grinding fight, and unlike when it happened with the Elven Union and the Halflings, it went a bit more in the Elves' favour this time. The
Yeah.
second half very much splintered into skirmishes, and we are now into the end of the 3rd drive of the game. Elven Union are holding the ball and just planning to keep it safe by the looks of things.
I should have chosen defense. Camry are better at defense, but I thought that the offense would be better because more elves would be off the pitch for their returning offense.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fail dodge.
I'm not too bothered.
Fail
Yeah,
taken.
there's not been enough of those for me to
There
take
has.
advantage
Yeah,
of.
I will have to check the.
We
dodge
will
dice. I
go
feel like I
through
haven't been very
the
lucky. There's
we
been
will
some
go through the
2-ups and
statistics at
3-ups
the end of
too.
the game. We won't keep the broadcast going for player advancement and level ups, merely as this match is already quite long in the tooth due to the very grindy and strategic nature of it. I would like to say that
Ah,
both
six,
of you
haven't
have
we?
played incredibly well.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Red.
We are very proud of how both players are doing and how they have grown over the course of this league. In particular, Lord Loss, you are doing fantastically. 10 out of 10. Have a cookie.
I will say, Lord Loss, you are the new player to this league, and I have played Khemri before, and I'm used to their disadvantages. I will say, as someone who is not used to the disadvantages of necessarily playing against something, I'm mostly trying to stop you from scoring the third at this point.
I will also tip on that Elven Union is one of the harder elf teams to play.
Harder L teams, I'd agree, but it's B tier.
They are tier 2 in tournaments.
Tier 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a stupid, and it's
Though
going
Blood Bowl
somewhere.
only recognizes 3 tiers.
That is fair. I believe
Finish
Khemri is tier
him!
3.
Yes, you are considered to be a tier 3 team, though top of tier 3, and Elven Union is considered to be towards the bottom of tier 2. And that's a foul! Armor is broken for a stun, and no send-off. The ref was not watching that one.
The refs in this game really are useless.
No, the refs are very good at making vast sums of money.
That would have been real painful if he'd been injured as well. I mean, I get against Athelswood else.
Yeah,
for the,
I should have
the
been
final
fouling
game.
a lot more.
I was expecting them. I don't know if a certain level of compassion stayed your hand or what, but
There was an amount of I don't want to be a but there was also an amount of there aren't any good fouls.
Fouling is a hard one because unless you have a dedicated fouler with like the dirty player skill, like a goblin or a player you just don't care about, like a halfling or a nobbler, the
take SPP where we
value.
can get it.
Oh, SPP bonus for a pass.
Take what we can
The
get.
value proposition of a foul can really go either way because
It really can.
you are almost just as likely to roll the double and get sent off without breaking their armor as you are to roll it and get sent off with breaking their armor.
Which is why which player you do the foul with is so important.
Yes.
I have a single turn.
This is the Khemri's final turn. Elven Union have had their turn 16. So at the end of this turn, no matter the cause, the game will end. So at this point, the best Khemri could do is a 2-1, and even that would require a lot of work, I think it's fair to say.
It works.
Yep.
Work and luck.
Hail Mary. So as an interesting one, Hail Mary is a skill in Blood Bowl. It's Hail Mary pass. It lets you throw a pass to any square on the pitch, accepting that it's never going to be accurate. It is
I mean,
one
you
of
can
the
roll a 6, right?
it is one of the interesting skills throwers can learn as they level up. So as you play through games, your players get SPP, which gets them to level up and allow them to have additional skills in much the same way that. Let me find one. There we go. World Seller got enough SPP to level up once, so he's a level 2 player, and he got a strength increase, which is very important.
Okay.
He's been lovely since I got him up.
Don't want to be a bad opponent to a new player.
I don't mind.
Where is the least horrible person to kill?
True Blood Bowl fashion. It's not that I'm not going to kill someone, it's that I'm going to choose which one I kill in a way that's not as painful.
I like a touchdown that's in range. What's the fucking other one? That's in.
If
Blocked
I
by that.
select one of the Tombstone's players like that, you can see the tackle zones of the Elven Union players. So these tackle zones determine minuses to agility checks, such as picking the ball up. This cage structure is considered to be very strong, as to get to the ball carrier, you have to go through tackle zones, which require dodge rolls. And we've got 95 seconds left on the clock.
Are we going for it?
They are locking down the ball carrier's cage. This isolates him to be by himself.
That's everything locked down, but I really can't find a way to get into the cage without break tackle or leap. If I had multiple turns, I could pick this apart and score down. I mean, I need 2 turns. But given that I lost the ball, yeah. The problem was I was playing for the 2-2.
You were going for the draw, because the other thing to
Yeah.
remember is this is part of a league, which means that the match is important not just for whether you win or lose in this instance, but also how it edits the league's leaderboard. And the draw was way more powerful for you.
Incredibly. The problem is that right now I've lost the draw, which is also losing me a touchdown.
Yes.
I could go for a Hail Mary, but
20 seconds on the clock.
you know what? F it.
15
Roll
seconds.
6.
We've got
Oh.
a blitz declared. Smashing
Oh.
Sean is coming in. It's a failed
And
dodge.
Sean is
He goes down. There is no reroll.
Just
That is the
down
end of the
there.
match, ladies and gentlemen.